Once a Week Kitchen. Earlier this week I had a request from a subscriber to do some deep fried onion rings, so that's exactly what I'm going to do today. Right, onion rings. I've cut one onion into slices, about a centimetre in width, I would say. So I'm taking off the outer rings, so I want nice big onion rings. So I've got 6 here, 7, 8, 9. That should do for now, just for demonstration purposes. Now this onion I'm going to save for tomorrow, because I'm going to make some soup tomorrow, so that'll go in the soup. Now in the jug I've got 100 grams of self-raising flour and half a teaspoonful of salt. When I make batter at work, I have no idea what quantities I use. I just get a big scoop of flour into a big jug, some salt, and then I mix it until I think it's the right consistency. I've no idea how much flour or water I use, but that's no good to you. You'll need to know quantities. So I'm starting with this 100 grams of self-raising flour and a pinch of salt. The next thing we want is a pinch of bicarb. Just a tiny bit on the end of your spoon. A tiny bit of bicarb makes a magical difference to a lot of things. And then a couple of shakes of vinegar. So I've got a cup of water here, so I'm going to start adding it, and I've no idea how much I'll use, but I'll tell you when I've finished. So the next thing you need is your whisk. So pop some water in, and we want this to be smooth paste, no lumps. Little bit more water. Keep adding the water a little bit at a time until you get the right consistency. So more water required. So the thinner you can get your batter, the lighter it will be on the onion rings. So we'll chuck that in. So far we've used a cup of water and 100 grams of self-raising flour. So it needs, I was taught it needs to lightly coat your finger. Well, that looks about right. It's quite runny. So that's the batter done. So we've used 1 cup of water. Next thing we need to do is to toss the onion rings in flour. That helps the batter to stick. And that applies to everything that you're going to deep fry. Always coat it in flour first. So I've got the vegetable oil on, heating in the pan. So I'll see you at the stove. So the oil's hot. We test whether it's hot enough to cook the batter by dropping a little bit of batter into the oil, and it should rise to the top, which it's done so. So I know that fat is now ready to cook the onion rings. So I've got my jug of batter, just going to dip the onions in, one at a time, and drop them into the fat. Don't worry that it makes a mess, you can skim all that off later. So I don't think I can get any more in there now. So we'll have to cook them in 2 rounds. So we cook them for a minute or 2 until the batter starts to go golden, and then we'll turn them over. Right, I can see they're starting to go golden now, so I'm just going to turn them over. They do tend to stick together if you've got too many in the pan. I should have just done the 4. But we don't mind, do we? So they only take about 3 or 4 minutes to cook. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop them on this plate and soak some of the fat off with kitchen paper. When you finish frying the first batch, scoop out any bits of batter, because if you leave them in, they will start to burn and they'll spoil your oil. So always scoop them out in between fryings. So we'll put a few more in now. So, as you can see, they're quick and easy. My husband, my poor late husband, God rest his soul, he used to say, and he used to judge restaurants by the quality of their onion rings, because he loved the steak, and onion rings were very important to him. If they didn't make proper onion rings, he didn't think they were much good. Oh, I think he would have enjoyed these. So there you go, as promised, homemade onion rings, golden and delicious. So I'm sure you can see how easy that is. So you can, next time you want to impress your guests, give them some crispy deep fried onion rings. Okay, see you later, bye.